Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. Alright, this video, very simple. I'm going to show you all how to firmware update your Innosilicon A10 Pro. Could be your 5GB, 6GB, 7GB, or 8GB model. I know that recently a few people, actually a lot of people, that have these have had issues because they're no longer able to mine Ethereum. So the next step is to firmware update them and mine Ethereum Classic if you want to. So very simple video for those that have issues with their Innosilicon A10 Pros. This video is for you. So let's quickly get into it. I'm going to show you right now how to do it very easily.
Bonjour, hola, ciao. OctoMiner Europe has some great news for you. At octominer.eu, the ultimate mining rigs are now on sale. With DHL shipping, the smartest and most reliable GPU mining rig on the market can be at your location as soon as tomorrow. Visit octominer.eu and use the code OCTOEU10 for 10% off your order until September 4th. OctoMiner, the only mining rig you will ever need.
Okay, so I am in my A10 Pro 5GB model right now. It is currently mining Expanse. So for those that don't want to mine Ethereum Classic, you'll have to keep it on the existing firmware that it is now so that you could mine other ETH hash coins, okay? Not ETC hash, but ETH hash, like Expanse. ET hash, okay? ET hash is the same algorithm as Ethereum. I just want to get that out there first. But for those that want to mine Ethereum Classic on their A10 Pro, I'm going to show you right now, very easily. So first thing you need to do is go to Overview. You need to figure out which type of A10 Pro that you have, because there are actually many different A10 Pro models out there in the wild right now, okay? The Innosilicon A10 and then A10 Pro, and there's an A10 Pro 720 mega hash, but there are different memory sizes for each one. There's 6GB, 7GB, 8GB models, and of course there is also a 5GB model, which I'm going to show you guys in today's video. So you can see I have an A10L, alright, and this corresponds with the Innosilicon download website here for their firmware. I'll have it linked down below. You can see here, A10L, the first couple letters here for the firmware download, you need to make sure that corresponds with your overview here on your Innosilicon miner. All right, that's something that a lot of people mix up. I've actually had a few people that downloaded the wrong firmware update and essentially bricked their Innosilicon A10 Pro. So there is a way to recover it, but I think you have to use the TF card, or sorry, the SD card to recover it back. But the way I'm showing you today is firmware updating it so that you don't need to do it with the SD card. So download the A10L, all right, so we're gonna do that right now. So you can see there's different A10U, A10M, and also the A10S, A10X, or the A10Z. All right, this is dependent on the model that you have, okay? So just, I have to clarify that. That is something you guys have to make sure. You have to make sure that you're looking at the version type that you have before you firmware update and download the firmware that you need. But in my case here, I'm going to download the A10L. Okay, we're going to save it here in my downloads folder. Save. And I actually already updated my 7GB A10X. Okay, I've already updated mine to ETC. It's confirmed. I'm already mining Ethereum Classic, 800 mega hash. It's going pretty good right now. Just to show you guys real quick here. All right, A10 7GB is showing on Ethermine, no problem. But no, there's no reported hash rate, but the average is showing there just fine. Okay, going back now. Okay, so since we've downloaded the 5GB firmware, we can now go to maintenance on the left-hand side. Go to firmware. Now you need to choose the file. All right, very easy. We're gonna choose the one that we just downloaded, the A10L. And then it's going to upload it there, SWU, you see .swu. Now we're going to click on upgrade now. Okay, and so it's going to go through this process here. So let that go. Make sure you don't turn off your ASIC miner or else you're going to brick it. And I found that the process is very fast, and after the upgrade is complete, it is going to reboot your Innosilicon A10 Pro. And it's going to go really quick here, and it's going to come back to the login screen. And most likely, in some cases, some ASIC miners, you will need to put in your mining address, the pool, all that wallet, everything. Okay, but we're going to confirm that in a second. So while that's just rebooting here, it'll come back in a sec. I just wanted to show you. So with my other A10 Pro 7GB model, it's been mining for 10 hours now. It's been going just fine. And I just want to mention that I also decided to move to Ethereum Classic for these Innosilicon A10 Pros because I believe in Ethereum Classic more so than these other coins. So if I didn't firmware update, then I would be able to mine Expense. I'd be able to mine Ether Social, right? These are ET hash algorithms, same as Ethereum. And I have confirmed I have been able to mine Callisto on these Innosilicon A10 Pros, no problem. I was able to mine Expense, no problem. So yeah, with the initial firmware, right? But because of the potential of Ethereum Classic, and I know that a lot of people are gonna move over, and I just did a video talking about that. I decided to move over because, you know what, I wanna get that bag of Ethereum Classic in hopes that the price will go up in the future. Anyways, let's go back to the firmware here. Just the updating process. So we're gonna log in as admin. I think the password for me is admin. I didn't change the password yet. So yeah, it comes back here. And just to confirm that we have the latest firmware, yes, you can see here, build date 18th of August 2022. So this is the platform, the version number that we just downloaded, and we can confirm at the bottom here 0818, and I confirm here, sorry, 2022 0818. Go back to here, 2022 0818. So that's how you can confirm the firmware update that you just did. And now let's go to pools, and look at that, it's going to mine to my Expense. So it didn't, you have to change this, all right? After you firmware update, you have to update your pools and your wallet address and your worker name here, how I have mine A10 5G. And so yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's how you firmware update your A10 Pro. So I'm gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna change mine right now. So I'm just gonna copy it from my other A10 Pro here, and we're going to paste that into here. And you know, I gotta change this one to 5G. All right, and we have to do that. We have to copy this to the other pools just as a failover, but it's all the same anyway. And actually, if we go to start mining, you can actually change the alternate stratum port. So 14444, we're gonna copy that, and that could be the alternate one here. Actually, just add the 1, and I'm just gonna keep this one as the other backup of the first mining pool. All right, and that's it. And oh, I'm just gonna read. You know, I realized I put this on the wrong one. 4, 1, and then 5 gigabyte, 5 gigabyte. All right, and then you gotta make sure you hit update pools, and there you go. That's it. Then your A10 Pro is now going to start mining Ethereum Classic after a while. It is gonna take a bit. It took mine, I think, a good 30 minutes. And also, oh, I do want to change the performance to balanced. I found that balanced to be a little bit more power saving, and yeah, it does do a tuning process, which takes a bit of time. So yeah, it says tuning takes about 30 minutes, and the result will be saved and used again at reboot. So you got to make sure you just leave it on. It's tuning right now, and don't turn it off. All right, it will mine Ethereum Classic eventually here, no problem, and mine should show up here on my ETC address that I've been mining here. All right, guys, so that's it. Very simple to firmware update your Innosilicon A10 Pro. Just again, it's dependent on the version that you have. Please just make sure you follow the letters here, A10S, A10X, A10Z, dependent on the overview that you look at on your Innosilicon A10 Pro. All right, that's one thing I found. A lot of people, I got a few emails, people bricked their A10 Pros because they downloaded and updated the wrong firmware to their Innosilicon ASIC miners. Okay, so that's just something I want to put out there. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Very, very simple. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. That's it. I'm mining Ethereum Classic on both of my Innosilicon A10 Pros. Alright, take a look at that. These things are very loud, and I guess they're essentially efficient as well. When I was comparing it to like an RTX 3070, I think these were on par, the same efficiency as a GPU. Of course, the E9 I believe is a little bit better than these Innosilicon A10s. Obviously these are older, but the E9 is a lot newer, but nothing can beat the efficiency of the Jazz Miner. Alright, the Jazz Miner has the best efficiency, but it's only 5 gigabytes of VRAM. But honestly, you can still mine until 2028 or 2029 or something. So if you decide that you like Ethereum Classic and you want to mine Ethereum Classic and you want to get the most efficient Ethereum Classic miner, then it's going to be the Jazz Miner. But for those that already have the Innosilicon A10 Pros, then I mean, just update these to ETC, the new ETC hash firmware, and then you're golden. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And peace out.